Okay, so my next one. Absolute value is isolated. I know it looks like 14. I should have typed it a little bit better in my math program, but it looks like 14. It's the absolute value of 4 minus x equals 5. Case 1, think 2 answers. Case 1, you set up just like it looks. 4 minus x equals 5. And in case 2, all we do is change the sign of that integer on the right side, so negative 5. If it were negative to start with, we would make it positive. But I'll say something about that in a minute. All right, so then it's a simple solve. Subtract your 4. Negative x equals positive 1. Divide by negative 1. Index is negative 1. And subtract 4. Negative x equals negative 9. Divide by negative 1. Index is positive 9. All answer is still checkable. Okay, questions? Okay, next one. Absolute value of 5x minus 2 equals 8. 2, think 2. Case 1 looks the same. 5x minus 2 equals 8. In case 2, I'm just going to change that 8 to a negative. And then I'm going to solve them both. So add 2. 5x equals 10. Divide by 5. Index equals 2. And on the other one, add 2. 5x equals negative 6. And divide by 5. Index is in negative 6/5, negative 1.2. All you minus a fraction. So they're never going to come out opposites when there's more than just x in the absolute value. Okay, remember what I typed in big, bold, red letters, capital exclamations, is the absolute value must be by itself. So before I can set up my cases on this question, I have to move that 7. So that has to be subtracted first. Step 1, I didn't write that very nicely. Step 1 is going to be subtract that 7. Now I can set up my cases. So this is where I was saying, if you don't isolate the absolute value first, I won't even grade the right side of the question, case 2, because it's not even going to be right. Okay? So get that by itself first. Now set up your cases. Case 1, x plus 9 equals 4. Just drop the bars. And then case 2, x plus 9 is negative 4. And I solve. They're simple solvings once you set them up. Subtract your 9. Subtract 9. Make it negative 5 and negative 13. Two. Think 2, think 2, think 2. Okay, this next one, it looks like 512. I think it's more clear on your OTL and on your assessments. I typed it with my math program instead of just my keyboard. This is, though, 5 absolute value 2x plus 3. Okay, it almost looks like 512x plus 31. Almost. So So here, I'm going to have to divide by 5 first. So I have the absolute value of 2x plus 3 equals, not 5, it equals 3. 15 divided by 5 is not 5. Isolate the absolute value. Now set up your two cases. So case 1, just drop off those bars. And in case 2, we switch that sign on the right to the opposite, so negative 3. And then we solve. So subtract 3. So 2x equals 0, and divide by 2, and x is 0. 0 can be a solution. 0 is a number. The x's did not drop out of here. Don't give me a no solution on this. The x's are still there. And on the other one, subtract 3. So 2x equals negative 6. Divide by 2, and x is negative 3. Okay, we're going to isolate the absolute value in this next question. What's my first step? So it reads 2 times the absolute value of 3x minus 7 plus 11 equals 19. What is step 1? Algebraically. Andrew?
Divide by 2.
I would not do that first.
Minus 11.
Minus 11 first, okay? Sometimes when it's written with absolute value, people get more confused because there's more stuff. If that, like if you look at that and you're like not really sure what to do, take this part and just rewrite it like this. It's really the same question. It's the same kind of question exactly. And when you see this, I know you wouldn't divide by 2 first on this question. But for some reason, what Andrew did is not uncommon. People do that all the time for whatever reason. Okay? But I know you wouldn't do it here. So think of it as the same kind of question.
I just
Okay?
said that because it followed order of operations. If I knew that you could do that,
Right.
I would have done it. But
Right. So, but when you're order of operations, when you're solving, you're actually going backwards almost. So you're going to subtract the 11 first. So 2 absolute 3x minus 7 equals 8. Divide by 2. Absolute 3x minus 7 equals 4. Now I set up my two cases. Do not set up the case here. Because if you did that, like, you might get half of it right, but the other half definitely not. Okay? Case 1, 3x minus 7 equals 4. In case 2, 3x minus 7 equals negative 4. And then solve. So add 7. 3x equals 11. Divide by 3. And x is 11 thirds. No decimal there for sure. And then on the other one, add 7. The math is always the same. Add 7, divide by 3, and x is 1. So 11 thirds are positive 1. So the solving's easy, the solving part, but you got to remember, 2 cases, and then always isolate the absolute value first. Always isolate the absolute value first. Okay? A question or two or more.